Welcome to Easy Travel in Stuttgart, Germany. We're going to talk about in this podcast how to travel by the U-Bahn or the urban train, the S-Bahn, the suburban train, or the bus which covers the entire region. We'll help you figure out where your starting point will be, your destination, and the direction of travel. Also, we'll talk about how to buy a ticket, how to get on the right train or bus going in the right direction, and finally, how to arrive without any traffic or parking hassles. The ticket that you'll purchase will work on all three of the major systems in Stuttgart, the S-Bahn, the U-Bahn, and the bus system. Now you're ready to figure out your starting point. Where's the closest station that you'll depart from? Find your way to surf to the VVS line plans at the URL that's shown on the screen. We're going to start with the O1 Stuttgart PDF, so open that up and you'll find a map that will show you the entire area covered by the O1. Find the Kelly Barracks on the map and the closest bus line, which is red. You may also notice there's an U-Bahn stop as well, but the U-Bahn stop at Landhaus is about a 20-minute walk from the base, whereas the Kaserne-Morgen stop for the bus is just outside the gate. Now that you know where you'll start from, you need to determine the destination and direction of travel. You're going to be starting at the Kaserne-Morgen bus stop just outside of the Kelly gate, and you're going to be going on the bus to Degerloch. If you look at the chart, it will show you that you'll go to Degerloch and change to the blue line or the U-Bahn line, and then go from Degerloch to Bopser. We'll look at more details in just a moment. Now that you know your starting point, the electronic timetable on the web will help you with the details of your trip. You know you're starting at the Kaserne-Morgen and that your target destination is Bopser. So if you enter in those starts and targets into the electronic timetable, it will then give you the details of your journey. You can either enter your departure time or your arrival time and then click on Request. The results will be the details for your trip. After you hit submit, you'll get the details for your trip to include start point, destination, direction, and cost. If you click on the graphics, upcoming schedule will show you the trains and buses that are leaving over the next hour. If you click on the little map icon, you'll see a map that will pop up that will show you graphically on the map where you're going. And finally, print runs will give you the details of your journey, which will become important in just a moment. Now that you've mapped out where you're going and the destination and how to get there, now it's time to buy your ticket. For the bus, you'll simply tell the driver where you're going and have some change ready when you step on the bus, and they'll provide a ticket for you. For the U-Bahn or the S-Bahn, you'll have to use the ticket machine like the one shown on the right. Here's how to buy your ticket from the machine. First, find your destination on the list. It'll have a 3-digit number that you'll have to remember. Second, go ahead and push the button below the flags for the British flag for English on the machine so the display reads in English. Third, enter the 3-digit number on the keypad that you got from the list on the left. And then fourth, select the type of ticket that you need, a single fare, you and your dog, you and your bicycle. There are a number of other possibilities, including groups and day passes or longer passes, but I'll let you investigate those another time. And then number 5, pay the amount on the display with coins or with your VPay card that you can get from the Service Credit Union. And then finally, your ticket will drop into the tray below. Make sure you grab that. Now that you have your ticket, all you need to do is to get on the right bus going in the right direction. If you'll remember from the print runs printout that you did from the electronic timetable, it'll tell you that the number 73 bus going towards Degerloch ZOB is the direction you want to go to. And the marquee on the side of the street will tell you that you are in the right place. If you're getting on a train instead, looking at the same print runs from the electronic timetable, It would tell you, in this particular case, that you'd be getting on the U12 going in the direction Neckar-Groningen-Remseck. So find your train. There'll usually be marquees at the top of the stairs before you go down to the platforms. Make sure you pick the one that tells you that's going in the direction of the train that you need. Now that you're down on the train platform, which is called a Gleis in German, you may be worried that you're in the wrong place or the right place. If you look into the glass case along the side of the wall, you'll see that they'll have postings of all the different trains that are serving that particular platform. You can look up the train that you're going to get on and make sure that it has on the right-hand side of the top the stops that it's going to make, and that the stop that you need is on that list. While you're waiting, all you need to do is look up at the displays and it will tell you how many minutes it will be until your train is going to arrive. When your train finally arrives and stops, first wait for all the passengers to exit and then step into the train. If no one is exiting, press the button that you'll see on the door to open up the door so you can enter. Once you step on the train or the bus, validate your ticket in the little yellow box, unless you're only going one stop, and in that case you don't need to validate. But once you're underway, you may also be concerned that am I still on the right train or the right bus? All you'll need to do is to look up at the display on either the bus or the train, or there may also be a painted sign that'll show you the stops along the way to assure you you're going in the right direction. So relax and listen for your stop. And when the time comes, get up just before the stop so that you'll have time, and then arrive comfortably without any traffic hassles and parking hassles. A few final comments. Take enough change. If the machines run out of the capacity to make change, they won't be able to issue your ticket. If you get on the wrong bus or the wrong train, simply get off at the next stop and cross over to the other side and re-begin your journey. So now you know how it all works. Your smartphone has an app available that can make it a lot easier. All the app tools are available at vvs.de or from your favorite app store, depending upon the smartphone that you have. And finally, in closing, learn how to say, Entschuldigen Sie bitte, können Sie mir helfen? Ich spreche kein Deutsch, sprechen Sie English. That simply says, please excuse me, can you help me? I don't speak German, do you speak English? That's all the German that I can speak, but every time I've said that, every single German that I've run across has said, I speak a little English, and they helped, and they'll help you too.